So you're scratching your head thinking, hey, I think I want to move to San Diego. Well, here are 8 interesting things that I bet you didn't know about if you're thinking about moving to America's finest city. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Chris Spade at Keller Williams Realty, and I make all these videos to help you make sense of the real estate market. Do me a huge favor, please hit the subscribe button. Also, give me a thumbs up and click the little bell so you can be notified every single time we drop fresh new content. Also, please make sure to comment because I do love talking to you and getting to know all of you a lot better. So let's talk about the 8 things that make San Diego a little bit of a unique place to live and a few things that you might not have even known. First and foremost, most people who live in San Diego aren't even from here. Most people have moved somewhere to San Diego from around the country. For example, I moved here from Minnesota back when I came to go to college and just never left. I bet you'd be hard pressed to find anybody that actually is from San Diego that still lives in San Diego. In fact, my cousin left San Diego to go to Seattle, so she doesn't even live here anymore. And I bet you'd be even more hard pressed to find somebody that lives in San Diego that's actually from San Diego. We are just a melting pot of people, and we come with different experiences from all over the world. There are people here from everywhere, every walk of life, every corner of the globe that live here in San Diego. So one of the cool things about San Diego is most people that live here aren't even from here. Now, like I just mentioned, I grew up in Minnesota, so I grew up in the snow and the sleet. And fun fact about me, I used to be a television news producer and do radio for 10 years. So one of the big stories that we always covered when it happened was the rain. In fact, we are expecting rain in the next couple of days. If you live in San Diego and see this video, we're going to get some rain in the next couple of days. The one thing I can tell you for sure is everybody loses their mind when it rains in San Diego. In fact, you're going to find that most people do not know how to drive in the rain in San Diego. It's like when we just mentioned that people come from all over the world to San Diego, those of us that come from really strong weather places like the Midwest or New England or where tornadoes are, we are used to the snow and the sleet, and so I think that gives some people the green light to drive a little bit crazy in this weather. But the truth is, we lose our minds over the rain. In fact, you are going to notice that when it does rain in San Diego, not only do people who live in San Diego lose their mind, but the television stations do too. I can tell you that from experience. Like I said, I worked in television news. That will be their top story at 4, 5, 6, and 11 o'clock is the rain. It can drop one drop of rain, and I promise you the television news stations will lose their mind over the rain. So that is one thing about San Diego. People don't know how to drive in the rain, and they lose their mind over the weather, especially when it rains. Another fun fact is tacos actually become life, and you can get some of the best tacos. Not only are there tons of Mexican restaurants all over San Diego, and I would beg to differ that you can get any better Mexican food anywhere in the United States except here in San Diego, but tacos become life, and you are constantly on the search for the perfect tacos. So far, the perfect tacos in San Diego that I have found are at Colima's on University Avenue in North Park. It's on Louisiana and University in North Park. They are by far some of the best tacos. Also, you are always on the search for the perfect California burrito, because I can tell you, after a night of going out, if you've been out with your friends, especially if you're young, I'm a little too old for this now, but you're on the search for the perfect California burrito. And for those of you watching from another part of the country, a California burrito is basically a carne asada burrito with French fries in it. It's dripping with sour cream and guacamole, and you are going to have such an amazing experience. But most people are on the search for the perfect California burrito, and California burritos really should be 2 meals, but most people who've come to San Diego learn how to finish it in 1. So tacos and California burritos become life. If you are a dog lover or a pet owner, trust me, you are in good hands. Everybody in San Diego has a dog. Everybody, I would say, for the most part, is very friendly about you being able to pet their dog or let your dog sniff other dogs. Also, San Diego is very friendly when it comes to dog parks. There are dog parks all over San Diego, off-leash dog parks. in San Diego. My favorite one to take my dogs to is the one in Little Italy. If you've been watching me for a while, you can watch my introduction video right here. Those are my corgi puppies, Missy and Otis, that you'll be able to see. I put them in several of my videos. But San Diego is extremely dog friendly. There are a lot of good vets. One of the things I always recommend to people when they're looking to buy a home, especially since there's so little land here and so few houses for sale, a lot of people end up in condominiums, is make sure you know two things when you're buying a house with your dog in mind. One is to double check how far you are from the vet office, and then the second thing is to double check how close you are to a dog park, so that way your dog has the ability to run around. Also, there are very good friendly dog beaches. Fiesta Island is one, Coronado Dog Beach, OB Dog Beach. Those are good dog beaches that you can take it to. Sometimes people say OB is the naughty dog beach. I don't know, I've never been there. I've never taken my dogs there. We've just gone to Coronado, but Fiesta Island is also popular. But if you are a dog owner, you are in good company. And if you like to hang out in your birthday suit, San Diego has a nude beach. It is called Black's Beach, and it is in La Jolla. I will say this, it is a hike to get to. And yes, I have been to Black's Beach many, many times. If you live in San Diego, I would say most people have been to Black's Beach at least once. But like I said, it is a hike to get to. Now, if you want to get to Black's Beach, you have to trek your way down this cliff to get down to the beach. And yes, people let it all bear down there. Literally, everything is hanging out down there. So if that's not your thing, then don't go down there. Now, coming up is a pain in the butt, so you are going to want to make sure that you are fully prepared for that. I would highly recommend that if you're going down to Black's Beach, that you wear tennis shoes, because the walk back up is worse than the walk down to the beach. If you're going to Black's Beach and that is not your thing, you can go sit there. It is a great view looking at the ocean, and you can look at, there's a glider port right there, and people get in their hang gliders and they just go off the cliff down to the beach, and then they walk it all back up, or they kind of just circle around and come back to the glider port. So that's another thing that you can do that would be kind of fun. But yes, San Diego does have a nude beach, and yes, the lifeguards patrol down there, so you need to be on your best behavior when you're going down there. Here's another thing which just kind of irritates me about San Diego. You're going to have to pay attention to the parking signs. There are crazy parking signs everywhere. First and foremost, if you live in Metro San Diego, in Hillcrest, North Park, University Heights, Normal Heights, Golden Hill, there is always street sweeping on the streets. There's street sweeping in every neighborhood, but you know, I live in University Heights and I've lived in North Park, so I can attest to those. There are street sweepings on the second and fourth Monday and Tuesday of every single month. Now, if you're in one neighborhood, the street sweeping is from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. or 10 a.m., something like that. And then if you're over on my side, it's from like 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Here's a little fun fact. The street sweepers don't always come by, but the ticket meter people, they are always coming by. So if you are on the wrong side of the street, you are going to get nabbed. Also, pay attention if you are on a hill in San Diego, because if your wheels are not curbed the right way and you are not paying attention to the signs, the meter people will get you for your wheels not being curbed the proper way on a hill, either going up or down. So you have to pay attention to all the signs. Now, it's obvious, pay attention to the handicap signs, because those are the ones that somehow and some why people think that they can just park in a handicap spot when they don't have their handicap placard or a handicap license plate, and they think it's going to be no big deal. I promise you they are going to get you. And if you're visiting San Diego, this is the other thing. There were some people visiting us from Great Britain, and they parked the wrong way on the right side of the street, if that makes sense. So don't park the wrong way. Park the same way all the cars are going. If you come up and you park the opposite direction, you will get ticketed. So pay attention to the signs. Number 7, Balboa Park. It is one of the most amazing parks in all of San Diego. And here is a fun fact. It is the largest urban park in the world. Now, Balboa Park was originally used for the 1915 exposition, the World's Fair, way back in 1915. It is a beautiful park, and the buildings that were built for that are still standing today. The Laurel Street Bridge, still standing today. Here is another fun fact. Built in 1925, the Giant Dipper roller coaster is on the list of the National Historic Landmarks list. It's an awesome roller coaster. It's not too scary. I'm not a huge roller coaster person. I've been on this many times. It's really cool. It's kind of fun once you get up onto the roller coaster and you look out over the Pacific Ocean because it's right there on the boardwalk. It's actually a really cool thing. So it's really awesome. That is on National Historic Landmark. So if you ever get the opportunity, make sure you ride the Giant Dipper roller coaster. Well, there you are, 8 fun facts about San Diego that I bet you did not know. So if you have any questions about San Diego real estate, or buying a home, selling a home, or investing in San Diego, feel free to reach out to me. I also like to make these little fun videos so that way you feel a little bit more welcome as you're thinking about moving to San Diego. If you have any questions about any neighborhoods that you would like to move into, feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone number is right here on the screen, 619-818-2992. You can also send me an email, or you can get me on Instagram at the Chris Spade. Send me a direct message, and I would love to chit chat with you. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below because I love talking to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.